Hey, Salad, what's up? How you doing, man? How's it going? Yeah, man. I thought this was easy and fun. It's what I can do. It's what I can do here. So, uh, you know, to be honest with you, it's like I don't have too much to do. And I was up there in my waiting room. Ooh, here, I'm down in the cafeteria, chilling. How are you, Salad? Good to hear, man. Did you take that test? How was your test? The dreaded history test. Yeah, pretty exciting, man. Pretty exciting here. Gotta say, kind of laggy, but the commentary is all we need. Right on, man. Well, I am just on the hospital Wi-Fi here, so and obviously my computer is not the best. This is new shit to me, but check it out. I can do some cool stuff. Here we go. I can say, oh, hey, I gotta take a break. Hold on. Hey, I'm taking a break. Yeah, was it? But you got through it, huh? Apparently illegal to discuss it? What? It's illegal to discuss the test? Oh, because people could be cheating? Because they don't want you helping other people cheat. Yeah, damn, dude. Oh, well. I'm not going to press you on the issue then. Although we haven't said in specific what test we're talking about or what any of that is. So I think you're in the clear there. But damn, dude. So yeah, I mean that must be a hard important one if it's like that. Have you done like the SATs and stuff yet? Or are you prepping for the SATs? Is it that sort of thing? I gotta say, the test that they made me take to get into the college was like fucking easy, really. I did it really fast. They told me it was gonna take me like 3 hours or something. I did it in like an hour. That's what the government wants us to act. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard telling what's going on. Yeah, next year, huh? That's the big one. That's the big one, but that's shouldn't really be that big of a deal. It's not as big as like they make it out to be. I basically just took it and it's not it's not that bad. They just want to like make sure you're not a total dumbass. People that do really good, you do really good. You know, what the SATs and stuff are really important for. People that want to go to like Ivy League schools and shit like that, like stuff. If you just want to go to a normal school, if you just want to go to, whatever, good, even a Big Ten college or something like that. But I know I'm going to get put into another AP class much harder than the previous. Well, that's how it goes. You're not going to get into an easier class, right? That's not going to happen. Uh-oh, AP Literature. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Well, that should be good. At least that's, you know, at least that's interesting. I don't know. It's hard for me, Salad. It's hard. It was hard for me to like pick my classes when I went to see my advisor. I was like, you pick them. I don't know. I don't know what. You know, it's difficult. It all seems the same. You know, it's really hard. When I remember being in school and thinking, you know, how am I supposed to learn all this in these little bits and pieces? And you know, I wanted to put it all together in a big picture, but that's not. You know, app languages. Oh, you bet, dude. You fucking bet, dude. That's the best thing you can do. The best class I think I ever took in high school was like Greek and Latin roots and derivatives. Because now, dude, even here, like, um, you know, I at least have enough language skill, and I remember enough from like those anatomy classes and stuff when the doctors are talking. I know I have a good idea about what they're talking about. You know, of course, I don't catch all of it. I haven't been to medical school. I'm not a doctor, but I'm not completely lost when they're using those Latin words and stuff. I kind of get it. Man, I need to shave. I've been rowdy. Uh, you know, strung out here. I went home for maybe 16 hours or so, and then came back here. So if I look tired as fuck, that's why, man. It was 5 days here, and then 12 hours at home, and then now I'm back here again. Made me write and think of the dude. Yeah, and it's really difficult. It's really difficult. Like, you know, I mean, that's what like programming is and everything. You know, programming's just another form of writing. You have to plan it all out. You have to have your beginning, middle, and your end. Like, I've never been great at it. I've known people who were. Dude, you know it. Don't you know it, man? But, Salad, it's amazing what a little bit of adrenaline will do for a person, you know? It, when you're in a crisis, when you're in a situation like this, like, you'll just keep going. You really will. You know, it's, uh, it's funny how quick you, like, forget about everything and put your own needs aside and just go with it, you know. So it's like, yeah, this is tough. This is my job right now. Like, um, you know, I've had more difficult times and more difficult jobs physically. Physically, I can do this, you know. But yeah, good, you know, 10, 12 hours of sleep would do me good, man. I feel of being able to do anything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, uh, you know, I'm the kind of person, Salad, where, you know, I definitely thrived off of that when I was younger. I loved getting into tense situations and, you know, kind of doing dangerous things. And I had fun with it, you know? Like, I've always been kind of a calculated risk taker in my life, you know? It's right. That's why it's got to be a calculated risk, you know? When you're when you're doing that, you've got to know your limits. So, the only way to know that there are no limits is to know your limits, and don't push yourself too hard. Like, you know, skateboarding, I would get to a certain point, and then I'd think, oh man, I'm really doing this. I'm really kicking ass, and then I'd hurt myself. I'd roll my ankle or something. What did you learn, man? What did you learn? I saw some cool history video today. Actually, it made me think of you. I'll have to send it to you. It's hard to describe. I don't remember the Your brain can translate what the fuck easy, but not lol. Yeah, that's right. It's a little more obvious. You know what the fuck is, man. You know what the fuck that is, man. Yeah, funny. Very funny. Yeah, I don't know. I found this stuff. I found this Streamlabs stuff. I thought this was pretty cool, man. I thought this was like a trippy little thing. I don't know. The other night I was just in the chair with the camera um, and whatever, like, do a little something. I like messing around with the computers. It gave me something to do while I was up there. It is crazy to me. Dude, the one that got me was SMH. I didn't know what SMH was. I didn't get it. I totally didn't get that one. It took me forever. And then I realized, I was like, it's shaking my head. Yeah, rolling around fucking laughing. Yeah. But that one took me a minute. That one took me a minute. I was like, but also, like, people first started doing that like 20 years ago. I remember, I've seen that in the chat for so long. Get pwned, noob. Dude, it felt good. It felt good. When I went home yesterday, I got all my angst out. I pwned some noobs. I had a good time. I actually got on Fortnite and looked at Fortnite and tripped out on what a weird fucking mess of gobbledygook it was. Ooh, how weird. What a weird thing. I kind of actually enjoyed it just because it's different. ASAP men until middle school. Well, you probably didn't have any reason to. You didn't need to use ASAP. You wouldn't have been in a hurry. Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to one of the techs, and he was using this kind of technical jargon, talking about all these support machines and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, like I actually picked up on that. Like he didn't have to really go into it. I didn't have to make him repeat it himself, So I felt good about that. But dude, those folks were flipping out up there, man. There's people sleeping and people chilling, and like, it's like, what the fuck is that, man? I don't even understand how they can, like, in good conscience do that. Like, you're looking around and you see it's like there's elderly people up there and they're trying to sleep. This woman's just like yelling at her phone, and I was like, man, I gotta get out of here. I need to go do something different. So who knows? This cafeteria is open until 2:30 a.m. So I can chill in here until 2:30, and then I've got to move on and go back. I heard our government wants to make our bodies. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm having problems with this pop-out chat. I'm not used to doing this on the computer. Here we go. Come on, move over. Come on. What the heck? Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong button. Instead of being wasting space within the soil, we can... Oh, yeah. Useful. Okay. Useful to the environment when we die. Dude, yes. Yes. That's probably better. You know, that whole like kind of embalming process, and you know, it's for open casket funerals, and it's kind of like a cosmetic thing for the living. You know, that's stuff that is probably a little dated. You know, it's expensive. It's environmentally toxic. It's, you know, it's got a lot of problems with it. So, you know, I think in the future, definitely, we're not going to do that anymore. Those are going to be like archaic ways of burial. Well, you still could have the graves and the grave marker and stuff like that. That still would be that body's final resting place. You know, that's true. Or people get cremated and they have a marker. You know, you can still have a marker. You can still have a memorial. Yeah, there's all sorts of things you can do. There's better things than those. Um, you know, turning the person into the wax statue. So, yeah, dude, I just had to get out of there. Those folks were driving me crazy. My brother said that last night when I went home, there was a guy that was in there that was sitting with his knees on the floor and his face like in the chair, and he slept with his knees on the floor and his face like in the chair all night. We are running out of space in the world, so we need to start that shit. Yeah, dude, well, it's a problem, and even part of the problem with global warming and all that stuff is, the amount of people that don't believe in it, and to be honest with you, there's not much being done about it, and there's not really a lot we can do about it. The big problem with it is that we've started a process that we are not going to be able to reverse. So things are going to change. The world's going to change, whether we like it or not. I don't like it. I don't think that's terrific, but you know, I also don't really feel like there's too much we can do about it. If that's going to happen, that's what's going to happen, and I just I don't see us really being able to reverse that and get around that. I see us be able to circumvent that. You know. Yeah. Well, that's going to involve a complicated process of putting Matthew McConaughey on a rocket and sending him out to outer space, and he's going to have to go through a black hole and find another world, and you know, you know, dude, I just want to go up and go out there. I just want to go up and Space tourism. I want to go up with SpaceX, man. Be the shit. I just want to go up out of the atmosphere and come back. You know, if that's real, if that's reality, you know, by the time I'm in my 80s, that could be real. That could be a thing that you do. Man, I would fucking do that. It'd be so awesome. Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? How are you, Stack? Tell Crow and Homebody I said hey. Dude, go get that win. Man, I'd be playing if I could. I'd be playing if I could. Dude, there were people having drama, dude, in the waiting room where I was at. They're having some major drama. So I'm like, I'm going to go down to the cafeteria and hang out. See, you can see I'm hanging out in the cafeteria here. I wonder if we are designed not to be able to live in another place other than Earth. I don't think that we are, dude. That's the unfortunate thing. Like, I think that we're connected with this place. You know, I think that we're kind of meant to be here. No, you weren't messing me up, dude. You weren't messing me up. I think we had gnat type, and it started raining and killed me. It A lot of times when it starts raining there, it like cuts off my internet. No way, no way. I was having a great time, man. I was really glad to be on chat with all you guys. I was having a great time. Yeah, nobody wants us. Hey, right on, Stack. How you doing, Hulk? What's going on, man? How are you tonight? Well, dude, and even on this planet, we can only live on like a little bit of it. We can only live on like 4 or 5% of the land here, you know? It's not like even a hospitable place for us. Oh, no way, dude. No way. You guys were awesome. That was fun, dude. I don't mind when people are playing separate games. I don't mind. You know, like, I don't care. I like being on chat, so I was having a great time. I was so happy just to be home and to be playing video games and whatever. I even played Fortnite. I had a good time playing Fortnite, man. I was like, this is fun. I don't care, man. Like, the one thing about that is not depressing. It's depressing in the way where it's like, this game is kind of shitty, but it is not depressing in the way where it's like, you know, I'm in a cartoon. I needed that. I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Hey, what's up, Flight? How you doing? Now that could cause inflation in our world and making diamonds absolutely worthless. Yeah, I mean, things gotta change there too, man. Things gotta change there too. You know, we gotta stop making money and stuff such a problem. It's gotta not be the issue. It's gotta stop making the world go round. It's not sustainable. Eventually, it's not sustainable. We'll be on to bigger and better things. What's going on, Teddy? Where you at, man? What are you doing? What's going on with you? Yeah, dude, these people were being rowdy. They were being rowdy up in the waiting room, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. They're yelling on the phone. This guy says to me, he goes, "What are you in here for?" I'm like, dude, we're not in jail. What if we save the game, exit, and load it back up, and everything responds? Dude, that would be great. That would be great. That would be amazing. What if all those people around you that you don't really know are really just like NPCs, and you don't know it, dude? Oh, good, you're playing it? Good, man. Dude, that shit's wacky. Season 9's wacky. It's actually way better. I like it better than I've liked Fortnite in a long time. So it's actually fun. It's fun to play. Yeah, I was having a good time with it. I played PUBG and Fortnite yesterday, so that was great. A simulation. Yes, dude. A brain in a jar. How do you know you're not a brain in a jar? You know, the camera always tells the truth and the camera always lies, right? I'm looking right at the camera. I'm seeing me, but how do I know that that's not me and that's not just part of the whole hoax? Somebody's gonna blow the lid on it one of these days. Yeah, this is nice. This is quite down here. I'll show you guys around here. There we go. I feel like that dude that's like that lived in the airport all his years or something, just living in the hospital. It's difficult too because I just can't sleep. I just have so much trouble sleeping. I mean, but that guy was a simulation created by another guy that made that simulation. Oh my god, dude. That's how the Twilight Zone episode ends for that one. A simulation it's a computer program from a simulation. What if we're in Goat Simulator? I'm at Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis. Ah, thanks, Teddy, man. Thank you, dude. Well, that's why. That's why I get on, say hi to everybody, and, it feels good, man. It feels really good. Thank you, Teddy. We made the Sims, we can control them, and they could also make a simulation. The Sims could be the Sims. It's kind of like the Terminator hypothesis, or like the Dyson spheres or Dyson pods. The problem with the like Dyson pod kind of hypothesis is like why haven't we then seen evidence of that if that's where it would go, like, so either there's something that stops a civilization before it can get to that point, or we're just nowhere near anything like that, and there's no way that any civilization anywhere in the Milky Way is anything like that. I don't know, at least as far as we can see. Here's the thing I think too, man, here's part of the problem, and it's human myopia, because the further we look out in space, the further we're looking back in time. So if we're looking for other life, if we're looking for other civilizations, it just gets exponentially difficult, because the further away that we look, the further away that they get. If that makes any sense. Well, I don't think we are either. But that's also not to say that we're not. I mean, there's definitely the infinite going on here, And so if we're dealing with the infinite, if our reality is the infinite, then there is a place where we are a simulation, and there is a place that we're not a simulation, and never the twain shall meet. And then sometimes they do. Like when you lose something and it's in plain sight, we can't find it, and I feel like somebody grabbed it and moved it temporarily. You don't know. Weird shit happens, doesn't it? Unexplainable things. unexplainable things. But, by definition, something that's supernatural can't really exist. But just by the mere fact that you would say that it was supernatural. If you saw a ghost, for example, if you saw an apparition that you took as a ghost, and you were even fairly certain that that apparition was like what you would define as a ghost, like the spirit of a human being, right? So as soon as that apparition would come into our realm, it would cease to be supernatural, because if a ghost actually came into our world, it would be subject to the laws of our physical world. So something that would be purely supernatural couldn't really, by definition, couldn't really exist. There would have to be a natural phenomena behind it. So that's not saying that a ghost doesn't exist. That's just saying if a ghost does exist, it's not a supernatural phenomena. I am just a glitch in the Matrix. Dude, I want to see these Stormtrooper videos, Stu. The Stormtrooper E11 fix-all videos. You were cracking me up with that, dude. Just the idea of that, it was killing me, dude. Revolves around what I personally think, and it works for us all individually. Well, you do it, you create your own reality, man. And the other part is that you're entitled to that. You're entitled to live that. So none of it really matters, dude. What I tell people is think what you want to think, believe what you want to believe. Ultimately, whoever's right, whoever's wrong, whoever's whatever, none of that matters. Just as long as you feel like it is, that's all. You are intelligent, Hulk. Hulk, I know you're Bruce Banner inside. Yeah, that makes two of us, man. That makes two of us. I'm exhausted. I mean, I'm sure you guys can see it through the graininess and glitchiness. Well, no, because that's not true. It's not the case. Anything's possible. Maybe there is a place. Maybe there is a place in the universe where the Earth is flat. But not here. Not in this one. Not in the matrix that we're in. Whatever matrix this is. There's nothing to say that there's not, these multiple dimensions. There could be another universe, another dimension where that's all true. That's not true in this one. It provide any benefits to our life? No, I think it would just be shitty. I think it would just be stupid. All around it doesn't roll, so Earth must be flat. What do they always say? They're like, what curvature? I don't see any curvature. Yeah, yeah. Right? You don't see the Eiffel Tower either, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Dude, that shit's there. I saw that shit. I read that shit in a book. I looked it up on Wikipedia. Then I went to France and I fucking saw that shit. It's fucking there. So, I'm going to say, yeah, it's true that you want to be skeptical and you want to say, I'm not going to believe everything that I read, but you don't want to disbelieve everything that you read either. I'm back at the hospital, Cornholio. Doesn't move like saying I'm going to put this shit on a table. Yeah, I mean, any surveyor will tell you. I mean, the thing about this shit is they figured out the Earth was round long before they could put a satellite into space or, you know, anything like that. They figured it out with very like basic mechanical means, you know. You can prove it putting sticks into the ground and measuring the shadows. Hey, thanks, Teddy. Here's the thing. It looks like they're going to operate on Monday. So, if I get relieved by one of my brothers or something, I may be able to go home for another 12 hours or so. But it looks like I may be here until Monday, at least. And then, it's not going to be over after that. So, to be honest with you, I'm heading into having a different kind of life. I don't know what my life's going to be back, or like, in a few days when I get back. So there's, you know, um, that's different. I'm not in. I have no control over my fate here. The plane and bubble. Oh, right. That it never like stays or whatever. For most of the flight improves nothing. It's right. Oh, they take the bubble. Yes. Shortwave radios didn't even exist in the '60s. What, dude? I mean, dude, they had cell technology. We've known about cell technology since the like '40s. Are you kidding? Like they couldn't use it. They didn't have the power to use it or whatever. They didn't have it miniaturized enough to use it, but they knew what it was. They knew it existed. Couldn't fucking access it. So yeah, we had shortwave radios in the '60s. Hello, Spinal. How are you? Yeah, here, I'll show you guys again. I'll show you guys my environment here, what I'm looking at. That is the cafeteria at Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis. I had to come down here and get away from that. Whatever those folks were on, man. It was just rowdy. They were just being rowdy, and I know that they're having their problems. They were fighting, saying that there was no way for us to communicate with the lunar landing ship. What? There were no shortwave radios. They could not communicate. Yeah, no, they really easily did that. Yeah, that actually was a thing. That was one thing that we could do was communicate. We had that shit. Now we can do that a lot faster now. We're in way better communication now. Um, Dude, I love that video where Buzz Aldrin punches the guy. That's the best. Dude, we're getting good at it. We're getting really good at communicating. That's the best part about living um, in this era. Is that's really the most exciting thing is communication. It's you bet, dude. You bet. You know it. I've found a way to do that too. Yes, I can do that. I'm good at that. I've been around, you know. So yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Um, I'm on a journey here. I'm on the middle of this journey, and I don't know where where this is taking me. So Um, only time will tell. The only thing that I know is that you don't know, you can't know, and there's no way of knowing. People really want to be sure about things. People want to be right. This is cool. This is the Streamlabs OBS. I downloaded this for free, Stu. This one's really easy to use. Yeah, I never used. I used the old school OBS before, but then I saw this, and this one's neat. You can get these kind of things for free, and these little graphics and stuff. So yeah, because I'm kind of delegated just to my funny laptop here. So to be honest, like getting a nice PC, and doing stuff like that is gonna be my next step. Like, I like to play around with this stuff. I want to have a nice PC. You really don't, man. You really don't. And to be honest with you, like, I love the adventure. I like being on this journey. I like not knowing what is gonna happen next. But you're not supposed to crave those things, are you? The excitement and the adventure. Chiropractic videos? What? Oh, yeah? Well, it's going to be part of going to school and everything. I'll get a PC for school, and I'm going to make sure to get something I can game on because, I look around on Steam and stuff, and I feel like there's stuff that I would play, and I think it'd be pretty fun to play PUBG on the PC. Just saying. Just Jance to Rasputin getting 5 stars. What? What? I don't know that. Dude, the suggested videos are funny. Well, YouTube, I just think YouTube is not what it really used to be, and YouTube's kind of doing this thing now where I think it wants to be like more like Netflix. It wants to suggest more of its own created content. Like, I think YouTube has this inferiority complex to Netflix because of its content. Like, they want to be seen as having the high quality content and all this stuff, but it's YouTube. It's got this on it. This is not high quality content. Sorry, YouTube. Yee. YouTube is where you can go to see a guy streaming on his old laptop from the from the cafeteria in a hospital. It is funny. It's so weird. I mean, there's whole entire categories of videos that I won't click on, and it will not stop YouTube from recommending that shit. Oh, really? eBay? Damn, dude. eBay's getting like that. It's just all about the money, man. It's all about the money. I ordered a leather harness for the Stormtrooper armor. They suggested butt plugs. What? Oh no. Oh no, like you were buying leather daddy gear or something, dude. That's fucked up, man. Oh man. Yeah, I think their algorithm might have been a little off. But I mean, that should just tell you something about the vast quantity of butt plugs that are being ordered off of eBay. It just suggests that because of the sheer number of butt plugs that they sell. The overwhelming majority of butt plug sales that they experience being eBay. They're like, he's going to want one. Everybody does. When I worked at the head shop, I called one of our suppliers. It was these warehouses in Ohio, and I tried to do an order with them, and they were like, "Oh, dude, we can't do it. All our merchandise is the cops have it under scrutiny." Or whatever, they have it as evidence, and the sheriff said, like, come in and kind of illegally, pretty much illegally, busted that place. They were really shitty to those guys. And he said they took their fleshlights. They sold fleshlights at this place. He said the sheriffs like took the boxes of fleshlights and just like dumped them all around and were throwing the fleshlights around. He was like, the sheriff's department was just fascinated with these fleshlights. Always pushing the butt plugs, covering my ass. Oh, hell yeah, do your thing. The majority of sales being butt plugs on eBay, they've got to suggest it. Yeah, those fucking fleshlights, man. They were always trying to sell us the fleshlights. Pretty funny. When you're like that kind of store, when you're a head shop like that, they're always trying to sell you like on novelty stuff and sex shop stuff and whatever. It's like, nah, you don't want to do that. Dude, I can't believe those folks were tripping so hard up there, man. I just, I thought, man, they're going to get the cops called on them or something, I just didn't want to be up there. But, yeah, I'm at the hospital. I'm at a nice hospital. I'm in downtown Indianapolis, so, it's rowdy. Plus, it's like people from all over, dude. I have no idea what, like, hillbilly part of the state those folks are from. It's midnight. It just turned midnight. Yeah, there's people from all over here. So, I don't know why, they think it's at all appropriate to be doing that in a hospital waiting room. Live streaming from the cafeteria is definitely a more appropriate activity that's going on. Guy that looks like a pirate wandering around the hospital, live streaming, and I don't know. I might just go over there and get myself some dinner. What are SCPs? No, I've been sitting in the waiting room. I've been basically living in the waiting room. I've got a chair up there, parked out that I've been traditionally camped out in. So those folks were fighting and flipping out and whatever. So I just had to get out of there. I had to come down here. Oh yeah, fictional horror, yeah, but not horror. SCPs, huh? Their stories, huh? Their YouTube stories. Yeah, it was really good though that I went home because I had to, take care of my cat and stuff like that. I got home, I was like, oh no, it's stinky here. Multiple creatures with strange abilities that depend on their traits, huh? Yeah? Dude, that's cool. That's pretty video gamey, dude. That's like right out of a video game. I love it. Uh, I'm so bummed that can't play anything. I wish. Um, I think even if I had a mouse, I'd be doing a little better. I should have grabbed a mouse for my house. Maybe I'll have my brother get one, grab me one before when he comes up. Or I'll just remember it next time. I think, I think if I was smart, I could use my PS4, my my laptop here as a monitor for my PS4. It's actually a video game as well, really? SCPs, huh? Man, I always feel like I gotta take notes when I'm chatting with Salad. Yeah, it's funny, man. It's funny. Um, just spending so much time in a place like this, and no, it's different. It's different. You get really used to your life being one way, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, you got to adapt. That's one good thing. Yes, that's the thing. I kind of just realized that. I kind of just realized that it's got an HDMI. I could just plug the fucking PS4 into this shit, couldn't I? I could like have it with me if I really wanted. I could just like keep the PS4 in a backpack. Ever since like a game where you run away and trying to prevent death, but sacrificing lives for the safety of yours. What? Whoa, dude. So it's like kind of a horror. It's kind of like a horror survival game. Fictional horror. Interesting. Sorry about this. I've got to refresh the pop out chat here. It froze up on me. Sorry. There we go. I don't know why that froze up. Sorry, I'll catch up. That was shitty. I hate it when I do that. Oh, clicking around. Oh my gosh. Huh. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to better computers. Ah, here we go. Look at that. I can see the chat again. Well, that video game is input or output. Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I think it may be an input. SCP thing, quarter friendly beings and 3/4 hostile. They're all classified differently, and some are safe. Euclid, Keecher, and hostile, but there are more rankings that make it more difficult. Oh, really? My audio's off, huh? Oh, it's... Huh. That's weird. That's weird. Well, I'm kind of a hack. I'm kind of an amateur on this at this point. And I'm on the Wi-Fi, and I'm really just testing this stuff out. So, yeah, it was cool saying hi, and I'm glad I got to get away and get some company. But I think I'm gonna go off stream at this point and go walk around the hospital and have a cigarette, and then go back up. No, Forrest, I'm in the hospital. Yes, I'm in the hospital with my mother. My mother had a heart attack, so I'm waiting here with her until they do the surgery. It's looking like they're gonna do the surgery on Monday, so so I'm really hopeful, and she's intensive care here, and I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that she can stay good until the surgery here. Thank you so much, Stu. Dude, it means a lot to me, man. Everybody's um, thoughts and prayers and great, you know, support has been awesome for me. It's keeping me going. I've got to do stuff like this. I've got to talk to people. I've got to check in and everything. You know, thank you, Forrest. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's different, man. You know, but it's a journey. Life's a journey. So, um, you know, this part of life we just all got to go through, and yeah, that's that's where I'm at. So, yeah, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll be back on later. It depends on how I feel. All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking to me. Dude, you guys are awesome. You're the best. Stu, Forrest, Spinal Salad, everybody. You guys are the best, man. Thanks for hanging with me. And I'll keep you guys posted and updated on the status. And yes, dude, I'm gonna try, dude. I'm gonna try. It's really hard to sleep in these chairs and stuff for me. Order in them, you know. It's 2019. We can have all that out in the open. All right, you guys. See you later. Good night. God bless. Fuck all the rest. I'll talk to y'all later.